Yes. So we were there. I hope I'm not boring you guys. To know about someone, we must think about the things first. How, what are the things of struggle? What is life? Then only we'll come to know, we'll read someone's autobiography. Oh, this fellow was there in Rameswaram long time ago. Oh, he became the president. Something there must have been, he must have known someone. He's got. Rameswaram is the pinpoint, down tip point of India. Last end. His father also had a boat. I am telling you the information. Fishing used to also go on. That to his boat, it was not his. If you have heard about A.R. Rahman, the composer, the music, the editor, the A.R. Rahman, how his mother saved up money for him, you can't imagine. And she used to stand outside that door, when he used to compose his music inside the house, small little house. She used to stand at the door to keep guard that no one comes and disturbs him. Today, look at him. People grow because they respect their parents. No matter what, listen to them. Whatever they say is going to be right. For the initial moment, you may be thinking it's wrong, but if you sit back and think, 100% right, 5000% right. I have made mistakes in life. Sometimes I have not listened to my parents. Bing bang bong has happened. My mother said, okay, I wanted to always, your PUBG thing you play on the mobile, I wanted to do it in real life. There was a DIG very known to my parents. I'll not name him. He was in the CRPF DIG in our range, Durgapur range, and his wife was a Hindi teacher in our school. She has taught me also when I used to come for my holidays and my part of my schooling when I was in my school before I went, and after I came back from my college also I used to take help from her. Hindi, because I am not good in writing Hindi or understanding it too much, but I speak pretty well. I mix a lot of Urdu and Hindi both. So I just one day they had come for dinner to our house, and I was just sitting there. I had this freak nature of. I was a great fan of Sanjay Dutt, and I wanted to just freak out always. I had these uh, toy guns. Bought an air gun. My father gifted me on my birthday an air gun. It was quite big, and those billet ones. So I used to shoot birds and this that. So bird shooting my mother didn't like. So I used to one day I aimed at the street light, it went off, and my father came to know I was thrashed badly, punished badly. So I couldn't do anything with that gun. So I used to blow up balloons and shoot, blow up candles, and do all sorts of things. Hang cold drink cans and tang tung tang on my Sundays, not every day. So this IG suddenly asked me, DIG asked me, Beta, what do you want to do? I said, what do I want to do? What, right now? He said, yes, what do you want to do right now? I said, come on, let's go. Make me join. I want to do some action. They laughed. My father and all laughed. The next day, or the couple of days after, he called my dad. We had those landline telephones. He called my dad. He said, send Ronin to my base. So I went to the base with my Yazdi bike, without helmet and all. I should travel without helmet everywhere. And no one used to stop me. Parents are well known, so no one used to stop me. I had to go. But in the military, that CRP, that paramilitary camp, they won't allow me. They have got their disciplines, right? First, he checked me at the gate. He said, you don't have a helmet. I won't let you go and keep your bike outside. I said, what the hell? Who are you? The DIG has called me. He said, so what? This is my rule. Even if the DIG will never tell me to let a person come inside without a helmet. He cannot break the rule. I had to walk 1.5 kilometers inside to his bungalow. I went, I said, ma'am, what is this? Good morning, ma'am, how are you and all that. She said, okay. She was very different that day. Said, okay, sit, sir is coming. And I used to call him uncle. Suddenly she's saying, sir is coming. Then he came with his uniform and all that. He said, okay, let's go. I sat in his jeep, went inside. So I saw everyone training and all. I looked at it, I was quite fun. He said, join from today or you can join from the next month. I said, I'll come from the next month. I joined. And life became hell. I wanted to leave. That practice, that, getting up in the morning, this, that, not able to go home, not able to go outside anywhere, my freedom life went to the dogs. But when I completed it, that short-term process, and I got held of that gun, I was the proudest guy. I never wanted any medal. I said I wanted that gun in my hand. I wanted that. I had the dream. I want to hold a gun, a legal type gun. I want to shoot. I want to do something. First I was posted in area in Odisha, then part of Dhanbad, Jharkhand and all in the hillside. Then we were posted to Assam. My mother said, see, you are doing it just for the heck of it. You are not interested in it. I said, I know I am not interested. Just, I wanted to do it. Then she said, you will face something bad. You heed my words. And yes, I faced it. I lost one of my great pals. He was there. I made a huge friend basis and all of them died in front of my eyes. I fell down. I got shot. But I took down a few. I have taken quite a few down. I have taken down terrorists. So don't worry about that. I have done my part, whatever I wanted to. But I didn't listen to my mom. So I did face the consequences, I was not supposed to be there. I went at the wrong time at the wrong place. My destiny was something else. Today I am sitting here and talking to you. I am sharing my moments which I have gone through. But that doesn't matter what you do, but you must listen to your parents. That's why this example was. Respect your parents. Look at their ideology. Then only you will grow. And once you start growing, boss, sky is the limit for you. I am telling you. Once you start growing, sky is the limit. There will be no one to stop you. Follow them. Follow their ideas. Don't go with your ideology or your heart. Because now your heart is very young, your ideologies are very young. You have to culture that. You have to mature that. So this is the time for maturing it. Put your mind into good things. I always wanted an AC car. My father sent me off to Nainital. He said, go stay in the cold. 12 months cold. Go stay there. Don't need an AC. Always wear a sweater and jacket. Disciplined life. He sent me off there. That was before this military thing. You want AC? Go to the cold. So when my father passed away, and then my mother also never had AC, we never had expensive things. Yes, we had a huge building to live in. Huge. But no, only the school was taken care of. Our house was normal. Simple house as a normal family. And I always wanted, that lavish life. And I pestered my mother to buy an AC, buy an AC, buy an AC. She never bought. So one day I bought one and she got very angry. I put it in my room and then people started talking, you should tell ma'am to stay with this AC, you should give it to her, she is more elderly, she needs it, you are using the AC and all that. I said, she doesn't want to use it, what can I do? I did not listen to her. So we must listen. Lavish life is not everything. Having a Hero Honda CD100 which has stopped being building, but now we have got the Splendor. Come on, let's a Splendor and a Harley Davidson both do the same thing, right? Uh, iPhone 11 and Samsung M31, the monster phone, or a normal Oppo, or any phone, Android phone does the same job. Yes, there are upgrades in it. Okay, riding a cycle is also not bad. Your same time your body is getting exercised, you start feeling hungry, you have perspiration, you get tired, so that you can eat more, you refuel your body. What is the difference between a Harley Davidson? Yes, it's an upgraded motorcycle, it's a branded motorcycle, but it's expensive. It's not meant for all roads to be used on. But a Splendor you can ride anywhere you want. You can go into any place, jungle, anywhere. Nice light vehicle, it gives you good average. But a Harley Davidson won't give you average. Even a Bullet will not give you average, good average. But it's a motorcycle. The same job is done. Right? That is what it is. We should not envy others. We should be happy with what we have. We should be happy with what our parents provide us with. We should not demand. Okay? So we'll keep it till here. And in the next class, again, we'll come back with your more explanation. I'll not hit the chapter now. I'll read, I'll explain, I'll take time. By the time we finish, you will come to know what is life. By reading about Abdul APJ Kalam, you can solve questions, but by understanding about his story, autobiography, you will know how to lead your life. That's one saying. If I give you fish, you will eat for one day. But if I teach you to fish, you can eat fish for your lifetime. Come on, if you don't eat fish, no problem. If I give you something to eat today, or if I give you something which is very needed, you will have it for one day. But if I show you, or if I teach you, if I share it with you, if I share that knowledge with you, you will be able to do it for your lifetime. That's what is my idea, and that's the way how I do it. The rest is up to you. Take it or leave it. Those who hear will understand, those who even don't hear will understand, and those who want to understand, they will automatically understand. Okay, so guys, take care and happy Teachers Day. Don't forget the unacademic teachers to be wished. Your parents first. Okay, first thing in the morning you should wish your parents. They are the best teachers of your life. Next, anyone has taught you anything, even taught you to put a thread through the needle, the simple way. Tell that person also happy Teachers Day. If you learn something from anybody, it's about being taught. So that person has taught you something. So wish them also. We are there only for 4 hours in the school. I am here for, on the lockdown, I am here only for 20 minutes. Sometimes it's 18 minutes. So it's better wishing us before you wish them. So I'll be much more happier. It's my perception. I don't know what others say. Okay. So, and I wish all the teachers all over the world in advance for tomorrow, and keep doing this great job. And to all the parents also, those who are teachers, you are doing a great job by getting this future's children ready to face the world. They are faced the pandemic, and I don't know what else they're going to face, but they'll be prepared for it if the teaching goes in the right way, and if I'm able to share in the right way. So thank you so much, guys. God bless, and take care of yourselves. This is all got to do with the chapter. Think about it. Go think about life. Ask your parents, which I told you, talk to them, and you will come to know what is life. Then only you will able to understand when you read this about APJ Abdul Kalam. Okay. Bye bye. Take care. God bless.